LSU's most outstanding alumni. This weekend, the university has welcomed to campus many veterans and their families for LSU Salutes, the university event which honors all those who have served our nation in times of war and in times of peace. Earlier today, 12 alumni were inducted to the LSU Hall of Honor for military alumni. We're pleased to honor them and their families this evening. 7 of these were honored posthumously and will be represented by family members and friends. Escorting the honorees to the field are Chancellor Mike Martin, President of the Cadets of the Old War School, Norman Dumite, Professor of Naval Science at Southern University, Captain Roscoe Ross, Commandant of Cadets and LSU Professor of Aerospace Studies, Lieutenant Colonel Marston McGowan, Lieutenant Colonel John Wright, LSU Professor of Military Science, and Cadet Colonel Jason Brewer, Cadet Corps Commander. The honorees present are represented this evening are the late Lieutenant Colonel retired Ralph Thompson Brown, represented by his son, Mr. James Brown. The Honorable Lane A. Carson. The late Colonel Richard D. Chapuis, Sr., represented by his son, Mr. Richard D. Chapuis, Jr., John Chapuis, Jerry Chapuis Crabb. Brigadier General Stephen A. Chapuis, represented by his son, Mr. Stephen Chapuis. The late George L.J. Dalfries, represented by his daughter and son, Ms. Gail Condrey and Mr. Greg Dalfries. Judge Billy H. Ezel, Dr. Dexter A. Gary, the late Paul M. Hebert, represented by his son, Mr. Paul M. Hebert Jr., the late Norman Kinsey, represented by Mr. John Laborde, the late Lloyd F. Love, represented by his daughter, Ms. Phyllis Mayo, Lieutenant Colonel retired Ralph W. Stevenson Jr., Captain Carl F. Weiss. Outstanding alumni of Veterans Salute to Tiger Stadium.
All right.
Hey, he's sucking that up.
He's loving it.
Look at that one. That one came out good.
Okay, good. Carl. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, escorting the game captains to the field is tonight's game sponsor. Warren Merle is the chief operator.